In this video, I would like to talk about kilo silver bars and 100-ounce silver bars. I don't dislike them, okay? I'm going to let you folks know what we tell our customers at the shop when they are considering purchasing kilos and 100-ounce bars. I think they're great, but they're great for certain things. I'm going to explain that. I found a deal on eBay. I'm going to show you guys that as well. We sold a crap load of 90% silver today. We are all on board. Pimbex, channel sponsor Pimbex. A lot of you folks are on board to stop the milk campaign. Continue putting that in the comment section. Continue sharing this. Give me the thumbs up. Let's get into it. Look, kilo bars, 100-ounce silver bars are great. Don't get me wrong. I just can't afford them for one. Me personally, I can't afford them. I look at it as, look, kilo bar is a lot to give up at one time. So let's say you get into a job loss situation. You might only need to give up 15 ounces of silver at the time. So you're going to have a couple of choices. You can go to a local coin shop, get the cash for half of it, put it back into smaller pieces of silver at that time, and be done with it. Or you can choose to take all the cash, walk out the door. For me, the more cash I have in my pocket, the more I like to burn. Okay? I'll just leave it as that. The more I spend. Look, you got to decide for yourselves. This is what we tell the customers at the shop. Look at your bills now. A kilo bar is over $1,100 roughly, my friends. We know where that 100-ounce silver bar is going to be coming in. It's right around $3,650, pretty close to spot, if not some places are over spot. Keep that in mind. That's a big chunk of money to put into one bar, and if the stuff hits the fan, think about it this way. The shops may not be able to pay all that out. You know, they might decline you because they don't have the cash flow. Something to keep in mind. Not saying that's going to happen. Alright, not saying that's going to happen. It's something to keep in mind. I don't buy a lot when I go to the grocery store. Figure out how much you spend at the store. For one, figure out how much you rent or mortgages. If you have a car payment, your light bill, your water bill, any other bills you have, add them up. Does it come to the value of a 100-ounce silver bar per month? Does it come to the value of, maybe most of us is probably over the value of a kilo bar? Okay? But think about small transactions. We've talked about this before. You know, let's use Starbucks for a moment. You go there first thing in the morning with a $100 bill, and you get your $5, $6, $7 cup of crap old coffee. They might not have change for that $100 bill. Well, A, you're probably not going to get your coffee then. They might be nice and say, okay, just pay me next time. They might say that. Or you might have to give them the $100 bill and go back, get your change after. Or what, you know, leave them on $95, $93 tip. No. I mean, there's so much variables with that much silver in one unit per se. Like I said, I like them. I just don't see me spending myself, that much in one transaction. That's all I'm saying. Okay? No, people have different lifestyles. 100-ounce bars are great for some people. Kilo bars are great for some people. I don't stack anything more than 10 ounces myself. Look, I even paid up on the Kookaburra 10-ounce coins. Alright? I paid more at the time than I could get a 10-ounce silver bar. I wanted them. Glad I did it now because silver is up, right? So, with that being said, You know, think about what you're purchasing. I love 90% silver, as most of you folks know. I got 5-ounce bars. I got 10-ounce bars. I mean, you know, that's all. That's the most I'm going to stack is 10 ounces of silver at a time. I don't see myself stacking a kilo. Do I love them? Yeah. I wish I owned a kilo or two. All right. I'm kind of regretting it. I didn't get it back when it was like $600-700. But again, that was a lot of money for me back then. It's still a lot of money for me now. So I rather get the smaller fractional. Like, still a great buy on 90% silver right now. Okay, we sold at the shop $990 in face value today, my friends. We only had one sale coming in to buy from the public, and that was a gentleman who was trying to get a house, and he sold $60 or $80 face value today back to us. Can't remember what the heck it was now. It was either $60 or $80. But we knew that was coming in. It's called Stop the Melt. I told you folks in one of the videos today already. The pawn shop called me. Out of 90% silver, he wanted some. I says, why should I help you out when I know you've told me you melt the stuff down? I said, if you didn't melt the stuff down, you would have had it. We were just talking about this 2 weeks ago. A week ago, my friends. Whatever the time it was. I said, these are the people that will be calling and complaining they don't have any. And I need 90% silver now. Well, sorry. I said, okay, yeah, I will sell it to you. I did call them back, and I said, yeah, I'll sell it to you, but it's going to be the same price as I sell it to the customers for. I'm not going to give you any break on it. I said, if you want to uptick it from there, that's your choice. Well, let me think about it. I don't think you're treating me fairly. I said, well, you tell me you melt it down, so why should I help you? We're not melting it down. This should fire us up. The coin shops, the pawn shops that are melting us down, we should be fired up about it. This is our history, my friends. We can go talk about this all day long. I'm glad most of you are putting in Stop the Melt in the comment section. We need to keep doing that. We need to keep spreading that word out. This is our history. Our kids, our grandkids, and generations to come. The more we melt down, it's going to be less and less. And I know someone's going to say in the comment section, I can hear it now, they keep melting down, mine's going to be worth more. Don't think like that. Because that might not ever come to be true. Or that might only, it's not actually going to come, that might not actually come true. Yeah, the premiums could go up on it a little bit. But we don't know 100% sure of how much 90% silver has got melted down. We just don't, right? So we're going off by what's in the red book or the blue book of how much was minted, my friends. That's all we can go by. You know, the shops, the pawn shops, and then they call afterwards and say, oh, but they need 90% silver because they're out. Well, tough loss, buttercups. Tough loss. Because you could have hung on to it, sold it to another shop, got on the phone, calls them on these online bulletin, they'll let them make a bid on it. At least you tried to save it. You know, there are other shops who buy it from you. You know, we would have bought it from the pawn shop. Alright, we didn't know. He told us afterwards. Well, afterwards it's too late, right? Afterwards it's just too late for me. And that gets me fired up. It just gets me fired up because this is our history. Speaking about our history, Pimbex is still running the deal. Got a couple days left, my friends. We're going to go on to the next special next week. We still have the silver quarters on sale. You must buy 3 rolls of silver quarters. As of 5 p.m., market closed. $260.40. As of 5 p.m. on June 5th, 2025. That breaks down Pimbex pricing to $6.51 each per silver quarter. The melt value is $6.46 They're just over milk, my friends. If you want them, pick them up. 3 rolls or more. You can buy 3, you can buy 4, you can buy 5. You're going to get them all for the same price. This pricing is based on 1,000 face bag pricing. That's how much they have dropped the price for this special. Pimbex is fully on board with Stop the Milk campaign. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Brian. The 2 owners, the 2 brothers that own Pimbex. Fully on board with this. They're sending me a roll of silver quarters to give away. That's $10 face there, my friends. I'm also giving away, with the same giveaway, $3.35 in 90% silver. That's $13.35 to one lucky winner on July 4th. You must be subscribed to win the giveaway. Make sure you are subscribed. I will be releasing a video about 10 days before July 4th. Give everybody an equal chance opportunity to win the giveaway. Yes, you must live in the United States. Don't care where in the United States. I'll ship it to Hawaii. I'll ship it to Alaska. I pay all that shipping cost to ship it to you. That comes out of my pocket. Pimbex ships it to me so I can ship it to you. I wish everybody the best of luck with this giveaway. This is a big, big giveaway. Add up the value, my friends. That's $260 plus. Go look at Pimbex one roll of silver quarters. You're going to add on about another $8 on that price. The value is about $270 for 1 roll of silver quarters, and I'm adding another $3.35. We're going to show you the deal I got on eBay, and I'll tell you how this one went down. Even though I was busy, I still had a few minutes on eBay today at the shop. Okay, found a roll of Roosevelt silver dimes. I don't care if they're all 1964s. They're all silver dimes. Years don't make difference to me at all. Seller wanted $125 plus $484. I'll show you this in a minute. Plus $484 to ship these. I said, nope, not paying that much. Or he had a best offer. Well, my offer was $115, and the seller took it. Shipping was $484. I got the roll of silver dimes for $119.84. So let me flip my paper over. I did the math again for you, my friends. $119.84 divided by 50 is $2.89 each per coin. The melt is $2.58 when I got them. Less the melt. The deals are out there. I didn't think he was going to take it. You know, he accepted it. You know, sometimes you find deals back to back to back. Sometimes I go through a dry spell. I'm doing pretty good lately. I'm finding the deals. Finding stuff less to melt. I'm loving it. Alright, I'm really loving to get stuff under melt. I'm trying to show you, my friends. Yes, you got to be careful on eBay. You got to be careful on Etsy. You got to be careful on whatnot. If you don't want to deal with it, then stay with your local coin shops. Get to know your local coin shops. Get to know the brothers at Pimbex, Michael and Brian. Their phone number's right there, my friends. They would love to hear from you. They're there to help you. You know, they're going to tell you the same thing that I'm telling you about the 10-ounce silver bars versus the 1-ounce rounds right now. You might as well just get the 1-ounce rounds for now because it's about the same price as the 10-ounce silver bar. Do you want some better rounds? I'm telling you, the Inglehide rounds right now a little bit more than the Buffaloes. They're like $1 more, so I think they're worth every single penny for the price they want for those. The old Prospector rounds, my friends, they have some in stock still. If you want them, get them now. Don't wait. Yes, we've seen a big uptick in silver, right? We've seen the big uptick today. We're going to continue. Fridays, people say, and it's true, we got to watch tomorrow. It's normally the hammer day. Are we going to see that tomorrow? Time will tell. What happens if it don't happen tomorrow? What happens if it continues into Monday? Days like this, Thursdays, I really don't like very much because we could see the update on Friday too. We've seen that before too. Continue to go spike up. Come Sunday night, they wouldn't start to crash it. The overseas market starts to crash it. Then New York comes in and crashes it even more. They monkey hammer the crap out of it again. I would like to see something take off starting on Monday, go all week long, and really have a zone in. I don't like these 2 days, 1 day spikes. We saw it Monday. It leveled off. We see a spike today. Are we going to see it level off tomorrow, hold tomorrow, crash Monday, start building back up next week? I can't tell you that. I don't have a crystal ball. I told you my crystal ball is completely broken. I've sent it to Timbuktu 50,000 times. Every time it comes back to my address, it comes back broken. I'm going to stop saying the crystal ball off around. I'm tired of paying to ship it. I'm just joking, but that's what it is. I don't have a crystal ball. Nobody can tell you where it's going from one day to the next. But I'm going to be here for you, my friends. Silver, gold. Gold was down a little bit today. I didn't really check platinum. I don't really follow platinum that much until the weekends, I guess. Platinum I don't follow. I don't own platinum. We don't sell a lot of platinum at the store. So I don't keep my eyes on it as much. I'm just being honest, transparent with you. I just don't keep track of it. So with that being said, if you folks have any questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, reach out to me in my email. It's in the description of every single video I do. I want to thank the ones that have given me some PayPal donations, the super thanks in the comments. Thank you for your support. They're not necessary, but if someone would like to make a donation, those are the two ways. Comment section, start typing comment. You're going to see a little heart with a $sign in it. You can donate that way, or my PayPal is always going to be in my description of every single video. I just ask. I don't expect anything from anybody, for one. I'm not here sitting asking for money, for two. If you would like to make a donation, only do so if you're able to do so. Look, that's all. You know, all my videos are free to watch. I'll never have a special video where you're going to be a member and pay $3.99 a month, $4.99 a month. That's not what this channel's about. I want all my content to be free for everybody. You guys know how I do sponsorships as well. I will never take a sponsorship where I make money off your sale. Those are my stipulations. I don't have a heart to do that. I can't sell you something I wouldn't buy myself. I just can't. Alright? Not saying anybody's doing anything bad out there. Alright? That's not what I'm trying to get at. Me personally, I will not sell you something or advertise something on this channel that I would not buy myself. And I've turned down some sponsorships offers where I would buy it, but they wanted to do a commission-based sponsorship. No. Not on this channel. I will keep doing it that way for all my YouTube career, my friends. And that is how I'm going to roll. I kept it honest. I've been doing this almost 1 year. July 11th would be my anniversary for doing YouTube. I've said that towards the beginning of my videos. I've not changed that at all. Never will gonna change that. And I think the ones that have been around for a while have seen that, and I have proven that. The ones who've been with me for a while. We gain a lot of new subscribers. I thank you all very, very much. Let's keep spreading the word out. Keep sharing the videos out, my friends. Help me with that like button, because that really helps gain the word out to more and more people. We are growing again. We're going to continue to grow. We're going to do bigger giveaways, my friends. Just keep Keep getting the videos out for me. Let's grow it together. Coin Shop Chris is out. We will see you tomorrow in the morning, I guess.